MP, look, I love you, but you gotta play a little more disciplined on D. You're way too important to foul out like that.
At least you get some extra rest tonight. Son, you look like an MPC. Need some new threads.
MP, look, I love you, but you gotta play a little more disciplined on D. You're way too important to foul out like that.
Everything good, MP?
Ach so, das sind die Fans. Okay.
All right, baby. Let's get down. Over here, over here.
The National Basketball Association and the Memphis Grizzlies are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to rejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or guest services staff member. Tickets to upcoming home games, visit our team's website or ticket booth. Up next, the Grizzlies taking on the Clippers. For the Memphis Grizzlies, a stellar year has put them at the top of the Western Conference. First place doesn't come easy,
But you know what? They've worked for every single win. Clippers, Grizzlies is next. Good evening, everyone. This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Memphis, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And checking out the Clippers, 4 games back.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far, they have not disappointed.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Then it's Hamidou Diallo. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Jerome in at the point. And for Memphis, MP out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Wells. Then it's Morant. And it's Jackson in at the 3. And for MP in this last group stage game, it's very important for him to have a great performance.
Yeah, MP has to be happy with his team's position in this final group stage game. All you can ask for is a chance to advance. Remember, MP's made it known he wants to lift that NBA Cup.
You look at Memphis, they've been perfect so far in the NBA Cup, a 3-0 record.
They have been fantastic so far, a win, and they stay unbeaten in cup play. And boy, these home fans really want to see that.
And then for Los Angeles, up 2-1, they have a chance to put themselves in a great position tonight.
Yeah, if they win this game 4, odds are they'll advance to the next round of the Cup. But it's going to be tough here on the road.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. Now, I asked him how they plan to limit the effectiveness of Kawhi Leonard. Coach said the thing with Kawhi is that even if you're able to slow him down offensively, he'll find a way to impact the game with his defense. He's one of the best two-way players the game has ever seen. So they won't have a moment's rest tonight, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Now here's Jackson. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to Jerome. Leonard looking over the floor. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Back to MP. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And MP throws it down.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Jerome. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Zubac has got 8.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And it goes down 2 points. 6 points for him.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Done outside to the wing right side. Diallo kicks to Leonard. Three-pointer. And it's Morant with the rebound.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Arabia's checked in, and it's Bain in for Wells.
Powell can really shoot it from three. That's a great possession for this team.
Pass to Morant. Back to MP. He can't hit that time. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Here's Payton. Goes back up, and here is Powell. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Jackson finds MP. Outside, Bain. Shoots over LeVert. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now, here's LeVert. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. 5 to shoot. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Boy, how about that touch on the roll by Zubac? Nice finish.
Jackson in the corner. Back to MP. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they...
The previous play is under review.
Get off in time.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game. Really, it's about getting the call right.
Ob's zählt oder nicht, das ist die Frage.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Siehst du es?
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
MB getting it done for the Memphis Grizzlies. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
They've got G.G. Jackson. Desmond Bain out there with Fred VanVleet. Then there's Edie. And it's LaRavia in at the 4 spot.
Überspringen.
Both teams making substitutions here. Morant with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
And look at Morant getting bold at the arc. When he's feeling it, you really have to watch him out there.
To the paint. And the dunk by Zubac.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Morant dishes to MP. To the middle. MP strong inside.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
32 seconds left to play in the first half. Zubac, no luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. MP finds Jackson. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. And he gets it to go.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
Outside Leonard. 3 seconds left. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaren Jackson. Los Angeles shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
A free throw drops for Leonard. Leonard hits them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And so it's Memphis holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back right after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Memphis Grizzlies.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat, and pass, shoot, score, repeat.
Nothing else to add to that, guys.
And right now, let's see who's jostling for Rookie of the Year.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
The talent on display is undeniable. The endurance part, though?
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their roles.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Then it's Hamidou Diallo. Then there's Dunn, and it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Portland was tremendous. He scored 23 points, and he was dialed in with his shooting. Very few misses out there. Showed up once again in what's becoming the norm for him of late. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jerome. Dunn looking over the floor. Zubac, a screen on Morant. Dunn misses.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Inside. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by MP. MP's got 3 assists in the game. Clippers trail by 15. Here's Jerome. Hasn't made one yet. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And here's Leonard from three. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
To the inside. Using his athleticism, MP with the play.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Wells passes to Jackson. Here's MP. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Offensive rebound. Dunn, wide open, he fires, connects from three-point range. Dunn's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Jackson kicks to Jackson. Floats it up for MP.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Clippers trail by 16. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Memphis moving it around. And MP throws it down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Oh, my goodness. What a gritty finish from Zubac. Big fella. Okay.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Morant passes to MP. To the middle. And that's good. Lead pass to get it done. MP's got 14 points now in the second half.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Outside Leonard. 46 seconds left in the third. Dunn outside. Just 5 on the clock. Zubac with the screen for Dunn. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got 22 points.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Morant finds MP. Down low. Outside for Jackson. Launches a 3. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Wells. Wells Wells has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Outside Leonard. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
So it team's changing it up here. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. MP's shot is good, and he has 28 points for the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Wells is out there with Morant. Then there's Jaren Jackson. Then it's G.G. Jackson. And it's MP in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. A slam dunk by Diallo.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Clippers trail by 12. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And, Doris, what's amazing to me, if you look at Kawhi Leonard's production year to year, there's no drop-off.
There's certainly consistency to what Kawhi Leonard does. When he entered the league, he was a defensive force from the outset. And then he built methodically his offensive game. Free throws, post-game, and now range shooting. He is a complete basketball player. Boy, Kawhi Leonard lets his game do the talking. Yes, he's soft-spoken and quiet, but boy, he's a big-time player.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Leonard against Jackson. Here's Zubac. Unable to get that one. Good defense by MP. Wells wide open. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
MP might be young, but looking like a veteran with that read and setup.
Leonard against Jackson. Shoots from 14. He gets that one.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's MP. MP converting the tough bucket.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Jackson. 6 to shoot. Jackson against Leonard. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Memphis.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort.
For the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
35 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Zubac. The shot from the low post is good. Now here's Wells. Pass to MP. Morant surveying the D. MP. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Laravia. Van Vliet finds Bain. Just 5 to shoot. Here's MP. Will not go. This is off the front iron. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This team is still perfect in the NBA Cup. 4-0. They are group winners.
And now as we enter the knockout stage, they're one of my favorites in the Cup. They've played that well.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Good game, man.
Good win. Let's keep it going. Time to warm up. Get ready to rock.
Acht Teams acht Teams ziehen in die K.O.-Runde ein und ihr seid dabei. Wie geht man ein so wichtiges Spiel in der Phase der Saison heran? Das Spiel, das man eher gegen Ende der Saison und in den Playoffs erwarten würde. Das ist für unser gutes Training. Willkommen auf. Das ist für uns ein gutes Training, denke ich. Wir sind ehrgeizig, je erfolgreicher ein Team ist, desto mehr größeres Spiel absolviert es, weil sie mit anderen Siegerteams um den Heimatvorteil und so kämpfen. Wir haben keine Probleme mit dem zuletzt Druck. Das freut mich, MP. Danke.
All right. There was a lot of talk in this locker room at the beginning of the season about winning the NBA Cup and using that run to turn this year into something special. The team you're playing tonight, they don't care about your hopes or your dreams or what any of you are visualizing.
Diesmal muss ich es schaffen, zu gewinnen.
The tournament before it even gets started, and the rest of the league gets the scent of blood. Don't get so lost in the clouds that you trip over what's right in front of your face. You take it one possession at a time, one rotation at a time. Make the pass. Trust your teammates. Trust the work. We are not winning any trophies tonight, gentlemen. Just focus on beating the team that's in front of you.
Yep.
All right? Bring it in. Win on 3.
All right.
Das gleiche.
1, 2, 3, win!
Das gleiche wie ich ausgeschieden bin. Aber nochmal.
Road to the finals is a lot easier if you win this one.
Auf geht's, MP, auf geht's. Auf geht's, MP, auf geht's. Diesmal siegen und nicht ausscheiden. Hey!
Please report any violations to these rules to Mrs. Usher. security ordinance versus athletic.
Hi everyone, welcome to a special regular season contest. Tonight doubles as the West quarterfinal in the NBA Cup. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Desmond Bane.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Walker, and it's Dort in at the 3, small forward. And for Memphis, Jaren Jackson out there with Jackson. Then there's Ja Morant, then it's MP, and it's Wells in at the 2 spot. We are in the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. It's the west side of the bracket with a group winner taking on the wild card.
Well, this is when the Cup gets serious. It doesn't matter what you did in the group play. This is single elimination, loser go home, and winner moves on.
And this is, of course, a critical game for MP to come through and help his team stay alive in the battle for the NBA Cup. I'm anticipating the intensity to be a little more ramped up in this one.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you can sense that element of urgency. We're going to see players diving for the loose balls, hounding defense, some fast-paced action end to end. All eyes, including mine, will be on how MP rises to the occasion.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Jackson finds MP. Left side Morant. Back to MP. Good, and the setup by Morant. MP's got his second basket of the game.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game. With the tip, great positioning on the putback.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
Back to MP. And he makes it. MP's got 6.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Outside, Williams. The Grizzlies pull it in. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
It definitely made things easier for them. When the other team is just handing you the ball back, you got to make them pay for it. And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Taylor Jenkins. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. The rebound by Jackson.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Here's MP. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Give him 8 points now.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Down low. Here's Walker. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. MP left side. Jackson outside. There's the three. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Outside, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Morant. Here's Holmgren. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Thunder making a switch here, and for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Oklahoma City, they slipped a bit, still in the top 10 though.
When I look at Memphis, they're on a roll, showing a lot.
All right, MP, get back in there.
Grizzlies trail by 5. We've got Jackson. MP is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Wells in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
Another thing they're doing right early on tonight is attacking the offensive glass. Just outworking the defense and winning second chances at the hoop.
Pass to Williams. From outside the arc. They grab their own miss. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
To the inside. MP, the pass to Wells. That one's good for 2. Wells has got his second basket on the night.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Outside Walker. Caruso outside. Pass to Williams. The 3 finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daignault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high-percentage looks.
LaRavia is checked in for Memphis, and that one drops for him.
Great to see MP look for his shot, especially when he's near the hoop.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 29 points for him last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
MP. Nice job by MP converting in tight.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for OKC. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
Jackson with a screen on Caruso. Again, the Grizzlies, good for 2 more.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Here's Williams. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
You don't win Defensive Player of the Year unless you're extremely disrupted. Jackson was all over that.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Jackson, he's checked in for Laravia. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Caruso. 27 seconds left in the second. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Memphis with a rebound. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Last game, their starting lineup struggled to stay on the floor. It just put too much pressure on the bench.
Expect to see them being much more careful tonight because of that. Maybe being a little less aggressive.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. It takes feel as much as skill.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Thunder, up 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome, everybody, and a good half underway in this one. The Thunder battling it out tonight.
They've done a lot of things well, but I look at the second chance points. That's where they're doing the most damage, guys.
Comes down to 1-2 right now. They want it.
Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference.
I think for Oklahoma City, they've been hanging around the upper echelon, playing with good energy. Feels like the chemistry is right with this team. They put themselves in.
That does it for halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Chet Holmgren with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. In it forward, it's Dort and Williams. Walker out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holmgren in at the 5, down low. Inside, here's MP. Muscling it home, MP.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Williams passes to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Moran. Pass to Williams. No good on the triple. Memphis has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He dropped 24 points, and he didn't need a ton of extra possessions to get to that total. His relentless approach has just worn teams out lately. He is winning the battle of wills. Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And Williams drops them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Morant finds MP. Jackson outside. To the middle. Here's MP. MP packs it home.
This gives you an idea of MP's potential. It shows the type of scorer he can become.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Walker. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. With the fadeaway. Memphis with a rebound.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Richard, every team wants three-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
Oh, he is the prototypical big man. He's Defensive Player of the Year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
Williams' shot is good.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
And MP throws it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Williams. Ja Morant grabs the miss.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Jackson outside. Here's Wells. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Bam! Chet rocking the rim.
This is what everyone wants from Holmgren. Attacking without reservation on offense.
MP, the pass to Wells. Gilgeous-Alexander
Oh
with a
my
steal.
God.
Fast break, here we go. Here's Holmgren. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. The Grizzlies have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Jackson's got 11 points.
Yeah, good work by MP, noticing when someone else has a superior opportunity to score.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
He's checked in for Memphis. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Caruso's checked in. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Outside, Williams. Six on the shot clock. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. 11 points in the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Jackson, pass to MP. Now Bain from the arc. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist with that last one. Thunder trail by 6. Caruso outside. Williams a screen on Bain. And here's Caruso outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson left side. MP is doubled. Back to Jackson. Jackson on the wing. Here's MP. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul. Chet Holmgren. His first personal foul. First team foul.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. LaRavia comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Morant.
Fürs Finale, glaube ich.
And the MP is one of those guys you just love watching because he plays with such confidence, hunger, and a smile.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Holmgren. And it's LaRavia with a rebound.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And MP gets it to go on the assist by Van Vliet. MP's got 13 points here in the second half alone. To the paint to win the run. And it's Capella with the jam.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. MP getting it done for Memphis. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Edey out there with Jackson. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Wells in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. 3-on-3. Tries a 10-footer. The rebound by Edey. Grizzlies lead by 9. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires for 3. The Thunder pull it in.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Holmgren with a screen on Jackson. Williams on the wing, defended by Jackson. Holmgren for 2.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Jackson, the pass to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Morant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wells, the pass to MP. The layup misses.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop, and that is powerful.
Oh, yes.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. They got the rebound. Goes back up. Out of bounds. The Thunder will take it. There's 1:59 left to play in the fourth. Morant against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Walker. Here's Dort on the take. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Making his presence known with that spot. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. 4 on the clock. Here's Holmgren. Nice move. The Grizzlies pull it in. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Wells with the drive. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. Needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
MP off with the layup. Thunder trail by 5. Pass to Holmgren. 4-3. The rebound by Jackson.
Questionable shot selection in that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
MP. Oh, MP takes the contact and converts.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Ja. He's always looking to move that ball.
And we've got a timeout call.